Boom shakalaka, with Bitcoin price down almost 20% in 1 week. We're going to take a look at today at the worst case scenario for Bitcoin price and why you need to be prepared. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at the worst case scenario for Bitcoin. What could potentially happen for Bitcoin price? Because as much as I am a Bitcoin perma bull, I think it's important to hope for the best, but also prepare for the worst. So today's video, we're gonna be going over exactly what the worst case scenario would be. And because I'd like to leave you guys with a happy ending, we have a few quite bullish charts if you stick around till the end. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove, where every day we share some of the best Bitcoin and crypto charts. By the way, rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried. Heard he passed today, so, moment of silence. Now, on to how we begin every episode. Today we are in extreme fear 25, pretty much back to where we were last month. As the price crashes, people get fearful. Not too much to worry about there. The overall market pretty much sideways today. Bitcoin hovering around the $40,000 area, sometimes above, sometimes below. Right now at $40,128. Ethereum at $3,058. BNB at $419. XRP at 71 cents. Solana at $104. Cardano at 95 cents. Terra Luna at $86. And Avalanche at $77. And if you want to know the top coins today to outpace just holding Bitcoin alone, the coins today would be Mirrored Apple, Tether Gold, Maple, Pax Gold, and Magic Internet Money. Look at that. A lot of stable coins and gold. Not many cryptocurrencies making it into there today. However, if you want to check this out yourself, you could try different exchanges which are up over 1,000% above just Bitcoin alone. You could even add low caps for higher risk, but potentially much higher reward. There is a discounted link down in the description. Now, today's episode, like I said, I want to talk about the worst case scenario for Bitcoin because I am very, very bullish on Bitcoin right now. I think now is probably one of the best purchasing opportunities, but I am not stupid too often. Okay, if we take a look back here. Now, this is just something that reminds me of what's going on right now. This is the BLX, Bitcoin over pretty much its whole time horizon. I remember moments like right now, everybody's pretty certain there is a price floor for Bitcoin somewhere between like 27 and 30 some thousand dollars. Everybody's pretty darn sure that's the price floor. Reminds me very much of what was happening back here in 2018 when Bitcoin kept bumping off of right around $6,000, $6,500. And everybody was pretty darn sure that the price bottom for Bitcoin was $6,500 because that's how much it cost a miner to mine Bitcoin. And then what happened in November? Well, the price dropped. Got cut in half, all the way down to $3,000, surprising everybody. Now, right now, it seems like there's a very general narrative. Price floor, $27,000 to $30,000. Well, could potentially Bitcoin price be cut in half? Let's take a look at it. So this chart here from the Real Plan C, talking about long-term holders' net unrealized P&L in Bitcoin, the long-term holder NUPL. Now, previous times that we've had blow-off tops, well, the long-term holder NUPL got into the blue, and then it came all the way back down into the red, capitulation. So we were in euphoria greed, came all the way down to capitulation before Bitcoin price went up once again. That happened back here in 2014. Also happened here in 2018, where long-term holder NUPL, the orange line, got all the way up into blue, and then came all the way down into capitulation before proceeding upwards. Now, the most recent time when we got up into blue, guess what? We did not crash all the way down to capitulation. As a matter of fact, we only made it down to comfortably in profit. That sets off a couple bells for me, like maybe we haven't had a full capitulation. Not only that, but there's also this chart from the Real Plan C where we have the accumulation phase floor confirmation cross. The past 3 times this happened in history, which means there's an 80% chance it would happen this time. The past 3 times the short-term holder floor, this blue line, crossed underneath the dormancy flow floor, this green line, Bitcoin price dropped to the dormancy flow floor, which is this green line. Happened 3 for 3 before, means there's an 80% chance it'll happen now. Right now, that dormancy flow floor, right around $27,681. Now, so far, it's already been 40 some days, much longer than any previous time, but 80% chance it would drop down to that level. So Bitcoin price could drop down there. But also we have, let's take a look at where Bitcoin is right now. We are in this general uptrend for Bitcoin right now finding a bit of support because we only get wicked on these candles below this dotted blue line. Right now setting a floor roughly around $39,000. If it breaks through there to the bottom, we could see it going to the bottom of these wicks. That's roughly around $36,000. If we break through there, well, we could be headed to the long-term ascending wedge trend for Bitcoin, which would be roughly around $34,000 if we were to break through there. And again, these are just big ifs because you can see the general trend right now is in an uptrend, both in both of these things. Now, that being said, if it breaks through there, that would get to a very, very concerning price level, at least for me, because if we get to this red line, that's when I turn bearish. Right now, I'm just depermable for Bitcoin. If it gets to this red line, I turn bearish because if it does, that means we have a giant double top right here. And with this double top, once it passes the confirmation point, which is right at $30,000, guess what? 97% chance we're going all the way down to roughly around $15,000 right there. So those are possibilities for what could be happening to Bitcoin. But if we take on a longer point of view, Bitcoin is on this very nice general bullish trajectory over the past few years, basically since its creation. Now, right now, the bottom for this is roughly around $27,000. You hear these numbers over and over again. $27,000, $27,000, $30,000, $27,000. So clearly, that seems to be what people would expect would be a price floor. Not only that, we have MicroStrategy just purchasing more Bitcoin recently. The average price they paid for Bitcoin is $30,700, right around that $27,000 to $30,000 range. Not only that, if we take a look at the Bitcoin rainbow price chart and we go all the way down, well, this one's a bit lower. This one puts us roughly around $18,000, basically a fire sale for Bitcoin if we head down to those levels. And we have the Confluence floor model, again, from Plan C, roughly about $27,662. So, that being said, pretty much almost all of those are saying, hey, we have a floor, $27,000 to $30,000. And I feel very comfortable about that floor of $27,000 to $30,000. But the scary thing is that we all felt very, very comfortable about that $6,000 price floor for Bitcoin before it crashed down to $3,000. So that being said, it could crash by 50%. That $27,000 could be a $13,500 floor. That could potentially be where we are headed before, at least for a flash crash, before Bitcoin bounces off. But you have to remember, this isn't a short-term game. And I think more and more people are getting that as we continue. I mean, Willy Woo was talking about it October of last year. He was saying, hey, 2022 is going to be a good year because of long-term holder supply shock. People are getting it, that it's a long-term game. I mean, sure, if you're lucky, you get in the right times, you can make money in Bitcoin cryptocurrencies pretty quickly. But for most people, it's a long-term game. And a lot of people are getting this. As a matter of fact, just recently, we have more and more people buying and holding Bitcoin, taking it off the market. The liquid supply shock ratio continuing to skyrocket to all new highs. Which brings us to this new chart today from the Real Plan C. The fourth time in Bitcoin's history, we've left the blue zone. The last three times this occurred, Bitcoin bottom was already in and a massive bullish uptrend followed. Probably a coincidence. We can see here, this is the long-term holder supply, short-term holder supply rate of change Z-score. It happened here back in 2012, and that was pretty much right before a bullish run-up. It happened here in 2015, right before a bullish run-up. It happened here back in 2019, right before a very bullish run-up. And it just happened once again, suggesting that we could potentially be headed for another massive Bitcoin move, being echoed by this chart here from TechDev, basically showing that right now is one of the best buy opportunities for Bitcoin. Yes, we talked about price floors. Yes, we talked about the possibility of Bitcoin price going down. But despite all of that, if you look at it, data suggests that there's no better time to buy Bitcoin than now. The periods between the dormancy flow exiting the green zone and the 3-week bullish vortex cross have offered some of the best buy opportunities for Bitcoin in the last 10 years. We can see happened 1, 2, 3, 4 times previously. It's happening once again, suggesting that now is an optimal buy opportunity for Bitcoin. So that's all for today's video. I did just want to make this little video to show you, yeah, potentially there could be downsides. It could surprise all of us. But in general, things are looking pretty darn good. Just chillax, stack your sats, and just wait, and it'll all happen. So if you did enjoy that, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.